Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Elevate with Erica podcast. I'm your host, Erica. My mission is to connect with you through our stories and in that process, spread inspiration for you to go do amazing things with your life. I had crushed that this is the way to the perfect job, marriage, and kids checklist and was left unhappy, stressed, living paycheck to paycheck, and unfulfilled. I knew there had to be more to life than wishing away the week until Friday. I found proof that there was, and that's what I'm here to do for you and with you. Are you ready to create a life that gets you excited? Then elevate with Erica. Grab a bottle and get comfy, friends. It's time for some unfiltered advice. Hello, guys. In my last episode, I talked about my upcoming trip to DC all alone. The travel, the hotel for the first time alone, the dinner with women I had never met, and our corporate event on Saturday. Well, I did it, and it was amazing. I'm pretty sure I had sweaty palms for 2 whole days, but it made me feel alive. You know the easiest way to stop feeling like anyone is any better than you? Just go freaking get in the room with those people. You'll realize we're all a little messed up. We're all a work in progress. No one has it figured out. We're just figuring it out along the way. Some of us just embrace that journey and keep showing up. And in that, they can then walk into a room and their energy be so high that we look at them and think, dang, how did they get so confident? How are they so positive? It's because they just keep taking action. They spend less time thinking and more time doing. That's exactly what my topic is about today, building confidence through action. You know, I met some amazing people at that event. What a shame if I had missed out on that because I overthink about it or let fear of not being good enough hold me back. When I first walked into that dinner, it was like a social hour first before we sat down to eat. And there's nothing like walking into a social hour, cocktail hour, not knowing a dang person. Phew. But I found a common ground. Anybody want to guess what it is? Anybody? The bar. And chatted up with a woman while I waited in line. All things I would not have done in the past. And then she walked over to me and said, hey, if you're not here with anyone, come sit with us. This is the singles table. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley and I ended up having quite a bit in common, actually. And I'll get to see her in Punta Cana for our Success Club trip in March. See how when you open yourself up a little bit, the universe opens back up to you. The energy you put out dictates the energy that you get back. If I had walked into that room, the old me, shy, timid, letting fear run the way she presents herself, probably coming across as snotty instead of actually the real me who is curled inside in a ball of fear, I wouldn't have been approachable for Ashley. Maybe she would have still approached me, maybe, but most likely not. As I sat there with those women who immediately felt like sisters in business, I realized I was in for a treat this year. Because this is the person I plan to take into 2022. And if this is how beautiful it's already unfolding, I'm freaking excited. I also met another great coach in the business. Hi, Tina, if you're listening. Thanks for sharing desserts with me so we didn't look like the only ones hitting the dessert table twice. I appreciate you. This weekend, I'm headed to Vegas for our new leader conference. My husband will get to fly with me and stay in the room, but he is not able to attend any of the corporate events I have for Friday and Saturday. So yes, again, I'll have a lot more social hours to walk into without knowing a soul. But you know what's great about it? I now realize from that DC event that I have the power to change that the moment I walk into that first event on Friday. I can take new me in there, and I know my confidence and energy will attract those energies back. I know the only event I won't know someone as soon as I walk in the door will be that first one. That's my challenge for myself. If I feel alone at the end of this event, that's on me. If I walk out feeling confident and full of life and ready to take on the world in my purpose with new friendships, that's on me too. Creating confidence through action. It's the only way. I get compliments on my confidence, my energy, my positivity quite often through my social media channels, and sometimes they are accompanied with the I wish statement. I wish I was like that. Were you always like that? How can I become like that? The answer is never what they want to hear. And I think most people hear it and then purposely remove that from their brain. And then they ask me again in 2 months. And so I decided to make a podcast topic about it. Why? I don't know. No, I do. It's because I'm going to say it until the day I can no longer speak. Because I know most people have to hear something 10 times before they actually process it and do something about it. And that's why I'm a broken record in my stories every morning, guys, sharing my love for the Beachbody platform. I have that same love for helping people create confidence, create the energy they desire, create an excitement for life. Now, don't get me wrong. There will be a moment when I'm getting ready to walk into that ballroom and my palms are getting sweaty and I'm feeling nervous. And I'm thinking, if I could just get to one glass of wine. And that confidence that we're talking about that you see from me in my stories so often will be lacking. You will have those up and down moments. But the more you continue to just walk through fear in those moments, keep taking action, stop overthinking about it, the easier it will be to create the confidence you need to walk into those rooms with the energy that you want. The workouts you see me sharing every day, the scary things I'm committing myself to this year, the 3-day cleanse, you may have seen me going through right now in my stories. It's about so much more than a physical transformation and making money in my business. It's forcing myself to do those workouts day after day for 6 years and pushing myself through this cleanse these past few days that show myself that I can trust me, that I will follow through on what I say I'm going to do. That's how you build confidence. If you keep quitting on yourself, you're going to keep telling yourself you're a quitter. You're not going to take the goals you set for yourself seriously. You're not going to believe in you. And there goes your confidence right out the door with that belief. I'm pushing myself to go to these events where I know no one, because I know that, yes, they will drive my business forward, but they will also give me the actual confidence I need to run a business. You know, I get asked often from people interested in joining my team and building a business alongside me, how they get the confidence to operate the way that I do on social media and sharing about this platform. And I let them know that first and foremost, you have to get your own transformation from this platform. Whether that's something on a scale, whatever your physical goal is, whatever your mental goal is, you have to get your own transformation from this platform. You cannot keep quitting on yourself, quitting on these programs. You cannot do that and then expect to be on social media with confidence telling people how amazing this platform is, right? It's not genuine. And even if you tried it, people are going to see right through it. So how do you build your confidence? You take action. That's what I hope you're hearing from this episode today. It won't be easy. There is no shortcut. You're going to have sweaty palms and you'll have thoughts creep in telling you that you aren't good enough, but you're going to tell them to sit the hell down. How? By not letting them stop you, by taking action. You just keep freaking walking into the rooms, pushing play on the hard workouts, going after the job, networking with people, doing what you want to be doing. You just keep taking action. You get really clear on what you want, whether that's with a vision board or something wrote out on paper or recording a message to yourself in your cell phone or just a vision so clear in your mind of what it is that you want that you feel a lack of self-confidence and fear of not being good enough holding you back from. And then you get really freaking real with yourself and you just keep stepping in that direction of that vision no matter what. The path may not be straight, the road won't be smooth, but you'll be headed in the right direction. And that's a lot better than where we are today, right? Standing still, allowing fear to dictate our direction, allowing fear to cloud our dreams, allowing fear to take our life. I want to give you guys 2 resources if you really connected with this topic today, because I can share stories with you all day on ways I've done this, but training your mind to actually do it yourself, it takes work, not just listening to this one episode. We have to start working our mind like we do our glutes. You feel me? 2 books to help you do that from the author Dale Carnegie. How to Win Friends and Influence People, and How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. If you decide to check out one or both of those books, make sure to share it to your stories And tag me too. You never know who else may need the same message. And as always, it would mean so much to me if you would go and subscribe, rate, and share this podcast too. Rating this podcast helps the platform put my podcast in front of more people so that we can together make a greater impact. All right, guys, I am headed to get packing for Vegas. Even though I'll be working much of the time, it's work that doesn't feel like work because I love it so much. And I don't take that for granted. The pandemic put an end to all live events I was eligible for right when I started this business. So this will be the first big one for me ever and my first time in Vegas. Also getting a bit of a snowstorm here at home while we are away, so I have to get all my kids' snow stuff packed up since they will be staying at my mom's for these next couple days. God bless her, because I know us parents know that snow is beautiful and fun for our kids, but there's a lot of work in it too. Just getting them dressed the 4 different times they want to go out in a day is a lot. And drying their clothes in between and hot chocolate. And then before you know it, they are ready to go out again, right? Thanks, Mom. I may owe her a bottle of wine after this. Okay, friends, it's time to raise our glasses for a cheers. Get your coffee, your water, your breakfast, wine. I'm not judging. Let's cheers. Cheers to visualizing our success before it even happens, and then taking action. To no longer looking for some external source to be our cheerleader, but becoming our own. To knowing that the only thing inaction breeds is fear. To no longer sitting around thinking about what we wish we had, but taking the action to breed the confidence in knowing that it's already ours. Now go out and get it. Until next episode, friends. E.